All right, sports fans, here we are live. We have the Orioles and the D-backs game two. Oriole winning a big game last night versus Arizona, coming back from a 7-1 lead and beating Arizona 9-7. All right, so we are in the now bottom of the inning. The Orioles just turned a double play, so we'll be heading to the bottom of the first inning with the Orioles coming to bat for the first time. So, all right, here we go. We're on bottom. There we go. I'm sorry. Just came in from work and just went live to the Oriole game. Hopefully, the Orioles can win this one. The Orioles, by the way, are tied in first place with the Yankees at 9-7. So, waiting for the Orioles to come to bat. We have in progress Kansas City at Detroit, top first, no score. We have San Francisco at Cincinnati, no score. Last night, by the way, Major League Baseball, there were 9 players that hit multiple homers in the game. It was a good offensive night last night. We have Chicago and Philadelphia, top first, no score. Then delay is Washington and Pittsburgh are delayed right now. So upcoming tonight, later on, Los Angeles, the Yankees at 7:05. That was a good game. Yankees came back and beat the Halos 11-10. That was a slugfest too. So, all right, here come the Orioles. Gunnar Anderson at bat. First pitch is actually a strike. One strike on Anderson. Second pitch is another fastball. Two strikes on Anderson. So two strikes. Anderson just ground out to Perdomo, the shortstop, for out number one. So there's one out. All right, coming to bat. It's going to be Tyler Ward. Tyler Ward is the only Orioles that had not hit a home run yet. And by the way, he is the best hitter right now in the Oriole ball team right now in the ball club. All right, first pitch. It's going to be a strike one call. This is game two, Arizona versus the Orioles. Here's the pitch, a swing and a foul back. That'll be two strikes. No balls and two strikes on Tyler Ward. Next pitch is a ball. One ball and two strikes on Tyler Ward. We just got it started here. First inning, no score. Next pitch is way high. Two balls and two strikes. The Orioles with a record of 9-7, and the D-backs with a record of 9-8. Here's a pitch. Tyler Ward just flied out to center, so that'll be out number 2. So 2 out for the Orioles here. Next batter, Pete Alonso. What a night for Pete Alonso last night. Hit his second home run of the season. And he takes low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike on Pete Alonso. The next pitch, line out to the right fielder, Corbin Cowher. So that's it. The Orioles go down 1-2-3, and we'll go to the second with no score. All right, guys, here we go. Orioles big win last night, 9-7 versus Arizona. Yankees won last night, 11-10 over the Anaheim Angels. That was a great game, guys. I mean, a lot of good games. We had the Mariners beat the Astros last night, 6-2. We had the Pirates score 16 runs against the National, 16-5. By the way, Trevor Rogers is pitching for the Orioles tonight. Phillies 13, Cubs 7. Marlins beat the Braves 10-4 last night. Red Sox lost to the Twins 13-6. Look at all these runs scoring last night. Guardians 9, Cardinals 3. Rangers 8, Athletic 1. Mets got shut out by the Dodgers last night. By the way, Dodger has the best record in baseball. Then we had today's game, Tuesday. So, all right, so Fernandez is batting right now. Yeah, sports is overload tonight. All right, first pitch is a strike from Travel. So 1 strike on the batter. Orioles and D-backs are 0-0, top second. Thank you for joining in, man. I appreciate it. All right, the next pitch is going to be a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, it's going to be ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Fernando, the DH for the Diamondbacks tonight. Yeah, the sports is low. We got lots of hockey, NBA. We got so much thing tonight. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. So the count's 2-2. Orioles and D-backs 0-0, top second. I just joined in. So all right, here's the next pitch. There's a line drive, base hit, and there is a runner at first. And we do it again. So Arizona with their second runner on base as Jose Fernandez single and a ground ball to left fielder Tyler Ward, deflected by shortstop Gunnar Henderson, by the way. All right, here we go again. Here's Arenado, the third baseman, who had 2 home runs last night, by the way. Let me tell you, the Oriole game last night was wild. All right, here's a ground ball, and it's going to be a double play ball. It's going to be a ground ball to Jeremiah Jackson, to Pete Alonso, and 2 outs. Just like that. So 2 outs, and here comes the next batter, Baker. First pitch will be a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Baker. Orioles and D-backs 0-0, top second. Orioles with a record of 9-7, tied with the Yankees in the American League East. The Yankees won the first game after losing 5 games in a row last night. So next pitch, it's another strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Trevor Rogers working pretty fast for the Orioles today. So far, Arizona with 2 hits in the game. The Orioles with no hit. We're just in the top of the second inning. Here's the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch, it's going to be called ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Baker. So far, Roger has thrown 24 pitches in 2 innings so far. Next pitch, it's high, ball 3. 3 balls and no strike. Next pitch. It's a line drive, and that's going to hit the gap. And that's going to be good cutoff. A single for the D-backs. So here we go again. Two outs, runner at first base. Arizona, 3rd hit of the game in 2 innings. Nothing to show for it. Hey, what's up, Aquavale? How's your day going? I just came to the Orioles here. All right, next hitter is McCann. First pitch is going to be a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Arizona with their 3rd hit of the game. 2 innings and no runs so far. McCann used to play for the Orioles. Now he's playing for Arizona. A good win last night for the Orioles. I mean, what a comeback win. That was a great game. Trailing 7-1 and winning 9-7. The Yankees also won a good game. And by the way, Tampa was off yesterday, so Tampa will be playing today. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be a ball. 2 balls and no strike on McCann. So far, Rogers with 28 pitches in 2 innings. I'm doing pretty good, you could say. A little bit tired. Working work by myself still. Hopefully, the guy come back. You got to do what you got to do. Waiting for my doctor results too, so I haven't got that yet, and hopefully I could get back on track. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a foul back. 2 balls and 1 strike on McCann. Orioles scoreless with the Arizona D-backs here. Arizona with a record of 9-8. Orioles with a record of 9-7. And lately, the Orioles are playing pretty good ball, and that's a good thing. Their hitting woke up last night. Here's his pitch, and another foul back, so there'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes on McCann. How was your day at work today? Oops, my bad. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. So we'll go to the bottom of the second with no score. McCann strike out. Yeah, me too, man. I thought I was gonna get something today, actually Monday, Tuesday. So I think tomorrow I should get the results. And but I've been working. I mean, what can you do? You know, gotta support the family. Gotta do what you gotta do. So, by the way, don't forget here we got draft day Thursday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. So hopefully I'll be going live that Thursday night for the Dolphins draft day. I don't know if you're gonna go live or not. I would like to have you live with me on draft day, but I don't know how to do this moderation thing. How do you plug it in so I could have people go live? You know what I noticed? If this thing is not lagging or not. I didn't notice if it was lagging. I can see perfect here, but I don't see nothing on the other side. All right, Merrill Kelly is the pitcher for the D-backs tonight. So coming up for the Orioles is going to be Samuel Basello, Dylan Beaver, and Tavares. So here we go. Orioles looking for the first hit. Are you going to try? Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I tweaked something there. I had to do something, and hopefully it works. Here's the pitch from Kelly, and that's going to be strike one on Bazello. Bazello, young catcher for the Orioles. DH could play first base, but man, he's too young. He's striking out a lot this year, but hopefully he could pick it up. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I did some tweaking. Here's the pitch. That's going to be called a ball one. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Barcelo. And Barcelo just hit a high fly ball, well hit, going back to the wall, and this one is gone. Home run. Barcelo, the catcher of the Orioles, just hit a home run. The Orioles now lead 1-0 over Arizona. Wow. He hit that ball deep. Yeah, me too. It's me too. Depend on work too. Orioles up 1-0. Yeah, Homer. Yeah, he said Homer boo. Oh man, here's Beaver to Beaver. We'll leave it to Beaver. First pitch is a call, strike one. Next pitch is 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Orioles get the first hit. First hit was a home run. How about that? They're up 1-0. The next pitch, way though. 2 balls and 1 strike on Beaver. On leave it to Beaver. All right, the 2 balls and 1 strike, and the pitch is way outside. Ball three. 3 balls and 1 strike. Well, I guess the home run shake out the pitcher. All right, the next pitch, there's a high fly ball, well hit, going back of the warning track, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Almost another home run, guys. All right, here's Tavares. Next pitch is going to be called a strike. 1 strike, 1 ball. Man, it's so hard to do baseball. I'm not going to lie to you. It is hard to do baseball. All right. Here's another fly ball, well hit, going back, and the center fielder Jorge Baroa makes the catch for out number 2. So the Orioles are hitting the ball kind of hard, but right at the outfielders. So far, if you missed it, Barcelo, the catcher, with his 3rd home run of the season for the Orioles. So the young kids, he's getting there. He's getting his power, but he's very young in this league. So yes, it is difficult to. Yeah, it is. Well, that'd be great if we had people telling you what it was, but I'm not. I wish. Okay, here's Cowser. The first pitch is strike. The next pitch, the windup, it's going to be way high, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this pitcher is pitching pretty fast after hitting the home run. Next pitch is way down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Man, I think I'm catching a cold, man. I don't know. This hot, cold, hot. We are hot now, and then we have the cold weather coming up again. That's crazy. The pitch is way down low. Now it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Cowser. Next pitch. I tell you, this pitch is going pretty fast. Next pitch is a line drive, base hit. So the Orioles got a runner at first with 2 outs. And back we go again with Jeremiah Jackson. Jeremiah Jackson last night had 2 homers for the Orioles, a grand slam and I think it was a solo homer. He had 5 RBIs last night. That was the comeback of the Orioles. Yeah, baseball is hard to call, man. All right, here's the pitch to Jeremiah Jackson. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Jackson with 2 homers last night. Apparently the Orioles finally break out the bats last night against Arizona. That game, I think we had 7 home runs in that game last night. All right, here's the next pitch. Oh, there's a pickup to pick up at first, and the runner's back. By the way, Barcelo home run was 431 feet. No doubt about it. All right. The pitch, another swing and a miss in the foul tip. No ball and 2 strike. Here's another throw to first. Pickoff attempt. The runner's back. So far we're at the bottom of the 2nd inning. Orioles lead. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Orioles lead 1-0 with a solo homer by Barcelo, the catcher. Boy, it is so hard to do baseball. You're not kidding around. I'd rather get the scoreboard and give the baseball game. All right, here's the 0-2 pitch. Well, the pitcher decided to step back the rubber. Jeremiah Jackson. What a game last night for this kid. See, that's one thing about the Orioles. Their farm system is full of young players. Next pitch is way outside, ball 1. Second pitch, there's a line drive, base hit. So the runners at first and second for the Orioles were 2 outs. Jeremiah Jackson with a single, and we start again. All right, you have Cowser at second and Jeremiah Jackson at first base. I'm going to call Jackson because Jeremiah, to get his player's name. All right, Kelly May, 30 pitches so far. Now you have Alexander, former D-backs, coming up to bat, third baseman. He played yesterday, by the way. against his former teammate, and he made the last out of the game. So now both ball club with 3 singles in the game. And here's the pitch. Way low, ball 1. I mean, it's the Orioles bat heating up right now. That's awesome, guys. All right, next pitch. Let me see if Alexander can hit a home run. Alexander just hit the ball, and it's going to be caught for out number 3 as he fly out to center field, Jorge Barrosa. So, only 1 run. By the way, 3 hits in this inning. And the Orioles now lead 1-0. So we go top of the 3rd. You know, I did a video today, Aqua. I don't know if you're still here. I did a video today, and I guess I pressed the wrong button, and I got a copyright. And I'm glad I deleted it on time. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something with my phone, and I shouldn't do it, and because I got also YouTube on my phone, and I pressed something, and I guess it was but I deleted it. I took it out. I said, oh my gosh, I don't want this, to happen to me. I mean, mistakes happen. But I was doing a video, and there was something I was doing, but I was working. No, I wasn't working. I did the video in the morning, and it's supposed to come out at a certain time, but I think I hit a button. I don't know what I did, but I messed it up. All right, coming up for the D-backs and the top of the 3rd, it's Tim Tawa, Jorge Barrosa, and Indemaros Vega. What a name. So D-backs trail 1-0. Still early, only at top of the 3rd. Both teams with 3 hits. All right, here we go. Trevor Rogers, so far 31 pitches through 2 innings. He's top of the 3rd. He's a great pitcher. His ERA is like 1.80 for the Orioles, so he is pitching well. If we could get another starting pitching, that'd be great. All right, next pitch is ball 1. I did notice that Trevor has, I won't say pitching issue tonight, but he has throwing a lot of more balls than strikes. He's more known as strike than more balls, but maybe it could be a hot day in Baltimore, so who knows? All right, here's the pitch. Strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch is foul back. 1 ball and 2 strike. All right, the next pitch is swing and foul back. Hey, what's up, Carlos? How you doing, man? Thank you so much, buddy. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 out. All right, run out. So here comes the next batter. That was a great fastball he threw. All right, here's Tim Tawa, 0 for 1. I mean, not Tim Tawa. This is, my bad. It's Barrosa. Next pitch, ball 1. Second pitch, ball 2. I forgot Tawa was the one who strike out. No balls and 2 strikes, top of the third. Orioles up 1-0. Basello with his 3rd home run of the season. Oriole actually pitching, coming through, actually hitting last night. Now, last night they did call that's a strike on a call strike on Barrosa. They called Kramer yesterday from the farm system, and he pitched, but he allowed 3 homers. Of course, one of the homers were there was the error, so it was an unearned run, but he couldn't have no control of his pitches. You know, he did strike out 7 batters, but still. But the Orioles, they came back. By the time he left, we were trading 7-1, and the Orioles just wide open in the 6th inning, coming back from behind and beating Alonso with a home run, Jeremiah Jackson with 2 homers, and that was the comeback. All right, next pitch is foul back. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Barrosa, Jorge Barrosa. He's a right-handed batter. Of course, we got a lefty on the mound. Next pitch is way down low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So both team with 3 hits. The Orioles have the only run with a home run in the 2nd inning by catcher Barcelo. Here's a line drive going deep to the left field corner. That's going to be a fair ball, and that's going to be a double for Barrosa. So 1 out, and the D-back has the tying run at second base. All right, next batter is going to be Vargas, the second baseman. He takes low, ball 1. No balls and 1 strike. Orioles up 1-0. That's the D-back 4th hit of the game. Next pitch is called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Vargas, the second baseman. See, Trevor Rogers, he has thrown 44 pitches already, but he's more used to throwing strikes. But now, I mean, his tonight, like it could be, like I said, it could be a hot weather in Baltimore. Here's a changeup for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 out, runner at second base. And that's going to be Barrosa at second base with double. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Orioles up 1-0. Next pitch, way down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let me see if I can move my scoreboard a little bit. There we go. All right, the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 outs. Great comeback for Trevor Rogers. All right, here comes Carroll, the right fielder. Great hitter also. But it's lefty against lefty. So Trevor has the edge here. The pitch, ball outside. 1 ball and no strike. D-backs with a runner at second base and 2 outs. Orioles up 1-0. Next pitch, 95-mile-an-hour fastball, strike 1. 1 strike and 1 ball. Two outs, 1 strike and 1 ball on Corbin Carroll, batting left-handed. I hope you guys are having a lovely Tuesday afternoon. All right, here's the next pitch. Strike two. 2 balls and 1 strike. Another pitch. Way outside. 2 balls and 2 strike. Wow. Control, control. You have to have control in baseball. Here's a stretch from Trevor. He throws, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So we go to the bottom of the third with the Orioles leading 1-0. So get ready for 1 week and couple days left for the NFL draft. Remember, I'll be live doing the first round Thursday night, April 23rd at 8 p.m. Please join in. It's going to be fun that night. It's going to be exciting because I do believe this draft is going to have some significant changes early in the rounds. But listen, don't forget to subscribe to Sports Night with Jorge. Don't forget to comment and hit the like button. All right, so we have a break in the action. So far, Arizona with 4 hits, the Orioles with 3 hits, but the Orioles with the only run. Catcher Barcelo, 3rd home run of the season. Coming up, you got Gunnar Henderson, Taylor Ward looking for his first home run, and Pete Alonso. Man, that home run from Barcelo was 431 feet. Wow. Last night, Judge hit one for 440 something or 450 something feet. Yeah, it was a last night of home runs all over. Yeah, that was a long ball call. I mean, it was a long one. All right, here we go. Gunnar Henderson at bat. The pitch way down low, ball 1. Second pitch. It's going to be a call strike. Wow, that was close. 1 ball and 1 strike. One thing about Gunnar Henderson, he could hit lefties. Next pitch, way down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. What I know is the Orioles in this series, and it's only the second game, and coming off from the last series win, is how patient against San Francisco, how patient they are in the plate. They didn't strike out as much in that 3-game series, but they had patience on the plate. And that's what you need. You got to have patience. And here's a ground ball to the first baseman, Luke Baker, and that is out number 1 for the Orioles. So Gunnar now is 0 for 2. Here's Tyler Ward. Man, he's looking for his first home run as an Oriole. This will be a good time right now. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. He went after the high fastball. So far, Kelly has pitched 2 innings and 38 pitches. Here's the next pitch to Tyler Ward, and it's going to be a line drive, base hit, center field to Jorge Barros. So a single for the Orioles. How about that? Runner first with only 1 out. Can Pete Alonso go deep here and make it 3-0 Orioles? That's what we need, Pete Alonso, guys. All right, runner at first. That's Ward, who's just single. And Pete Alonso coming to a bat. He's 0 for 1 today. That'd be surprised he goes deep. First pitch is way down low. Maybe this pitcher don't want to pitch him that good pitch because, boy, the home run here last night was amazing for Pete Alonso. So happy for him. He was struggling all the way through, man. But that's what happens when you get to the American League, when you do a transition from the National to the American League. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. But that's what happened when the home runs slugger do, man. When they slug, man, they can swing at everything they can see. If they get it, it's a home run. They don't, they strike out. Unfortunately, that's part of it. All right, the pitcher just stepped off for a second. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pete Alonso. Ward at first base, and Ward just took off and just stole second base. So he is at second with a stolen base. Wow. Pitch to Alonso, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's another thing I noticed about the Orioles. They're stealing bases. So I like this manager. He's mixing it around. I mean, he's doing everything to help this ball club. Okay. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the ball inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Pete Alonso. Ward at second. Pete with 2 balls and 2 strikes. So far, 42 pitches for Kelly, for Arizona, and the pitch is way outside. Wow. Ball 3. Hey, how you doing, Tabolina? Thank you for joining in. Oh, I'm watching your video. Beautiful video. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. He walked them. So the Orioles got first and second with 1 out. I guess he didn't want nothing from Alonso. Thank you so much. Well, good morning for you. That's right. Good morning. Thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much. Good morning. All right, here's Basello, who hit a home run. So you got first and second for the Orioles. Orioles up 1-0. Basello with a home run. Can he duplicate this one here? First pitch is a call strike. No balls and 1 strike. Wow, 7:25 a.m. Well, it's 7:25 p.m. here. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. All right, so 1 strike on Basello. Orioles up 1-0. This is live streaming baseball. Baseball season just started, just to let you guys know. Next pitch is ball 1. We're, 16 games into the season. It's 162 games. So, oh, that's nice. How's your hubby doing? Next pitch is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. How's the family? How's everybody doing down there in Australia? 2 balls and 1 strike. Basello with his 3rd homer of the season. Next pitch. Okay, great. It's ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. So the Orioles are about to have the bases loaded. If he doesn't get, if he gives a Basello a green light here, guys, there is a challenge on the ball. So, oh, great, great. 3 balls and 1 strike. That's good to hear. I'm working. I'm still working. I want to retire pretty soon. I need to retire, to be honest with you. But health-wise, I'm wait till the doctor says. All right, 3 balls and 1 strike. And here's a pitch way down. Ball 4. Bases loaded for the Orioles. And here comes the pitching coach to the mound to speak to his pitcher. So up, Orioles up 1-0 with the bases loaded. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in. I'm glad everybody's in the family's okay, and that's good. Well, you look young. You don't look 50. I feel like 75. I'm sorry, but all right. Beaver is the DH. He's batting with the bases loaded. Can the Orioles duplicate what they did last night with hitting a grand slam? Orioles up 1-0. And the first pitch is a swing and a foul back. One strike on Beaver. Leave it to Beaver, if you want to call that. Wow. Yeah, well, it's because the exercise and all that, and that's good. When you eat healthy and you do exercise, that's the good thing. That's the most important thing. All right, one strike on Beaver. Orioles up 1-0. Beaver could open it up here, open this game up completely. All right, next pitch is way down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, baseball's kind of hard to do. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard to do. Next pitch is strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Beaver. Next pitch, swing and a miss. He strike him out. 2 outs for the Orioles with the bases loaded. And here comes Taveras. All right, Taveras, the center fielder, coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1. Orioles still with the bases loaded. Only 1 run. Oh, that's good. That's good. Swing and a miss. Nope. They called it a ball. Does he play any sports? Or has he played any sports? Oh, gridiron, yeah. All right. The pitch is way outside. 2 balls in those strikes to the batter. Orioles up 1-0. Bottom third. Bases loaded. The Orioles with 1 run on 4 hits. D-backs, no runs on 4 hits. Next pitch is way down low. Ball 3. 3 balls in no strike. Oh, that's good. That's good. I played baseball and football, and that was it. Well, baseball, football, little basketball, not too crazy for basketball. So 3 balls and no strike on Taveras. Will the Orioles give the green light to Taveras and swing here? And the pitch is way down, ball 4, and the Orioles up now 2-0. Bases loaded, walk. So the Orioles are still up 2-0 and still 2 outs. And here is Cowser, who had a single in his first at bat. So bases loaded for Cowser. Orioles up 2-0. Yeah, sports is any sports that you do is pretty good. It's very healthy, and that's important. Well, here's Cowser swing, and then there's a fly ball, well hit, and it's going to be caught for out number 3. So we go to the top of the 4th with the Orioles up 2-0. Hit it well, but right to the outfielder. So due up is Perdomo, Fernandez, and Ariano. Or Arion. Can't get his name. Arenado. What a name. Arenado. I'm Spanish, and I'm having trouble doing Spanish baseball. A Spanish name, player name. Is your kid still in boxing? Is he still in boxing? All right, so heading up for Arizona, Renato Perdomo, Jose Fernandez, and Nolan Arenado. That's his name, Arenado. And if I spell it wrong, I apologize. So far, Trevor Rogers has pitched 53 pitches as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Orioles up 2-0. God, I'm so tired. But hey, I'm doing this tonight. Hopefully the games finish early tonight so I can get a rest. I need to get a rest. All right. If you just join in, this is the Orioles versus the Arizona D-backs. Last night the Orioles won a big game, 9-7, coming from behind from 7-1. Jeremiah Jackson with a grand slam and a solo shot, and also the polar bear with his second home run last night. Orioles are tied with the Yankees at first place right now at 9-7. D-backs right behind. They were off last night, but they're playing today. So here's the pitch from Trevor to Perdomo, and it's going to be strike one. Let me see if I got live scoreboard here. Yes, we have Kansas City up 1-0 over Detroit. Bottom fourth, we have Cincinnati beating San Francisco 1-0. Top of the fourth, we have Cubs 2, Philadelphia 3. Bottom third, Washington 3, Pittsburgh 1. Top second, Angels up 3-0 over the Yankees. Perdomo just single for the D-backs. So runner at first with nobody out for the D-backs. Then you have Miami beating Atlanta 1-0. Those are the early games right now. Later on tonight, you have Tampa at Chicago at 7:40, Toronto and Milwaukee at 7:40, Boston and Minnesota at 7:40, Cleveland at St. Louis at 7:45, Colorado and Houston at 8:10, then Texas at the Athletics at 9:40, Seattle and San Diego at 9:40, and the Mets are in the Dodgers tonight at 10:10. So D-backs with a runner at first, and now batting is Fernandez, the DH, and he takes ball one. Next pitch, strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. What I notice about Rogers tonight is control of the pitches, right? Even though we're winning 2-0, but I do see that, he's not fully controlled completely, like the Rogers we know. So he's throwing a lot of, balls instead of strikes. So all right, next pitch, swinging the foul back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right. The pitch is foul back. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. The next pitch is swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's Roger's 5th strikeout of the game. He has thrown 60 pitches. Basically, has thrown a lot of pitches in the game. All right, 4-0. I mean 2-0 Orioles. By the way, Perdomo just still second base. Not 4-0, it's 2-0. Perdomo still second base on Trevor Rogers. So it was a Jose Fernandez strikeout swinging and Perdomo stealing second base. D-backs with 5 hits, the Orioles with 4 hits, but the Orioles with 2 run. Next pitch is called a strike 1 on Arenado. Arenado is a good hitter, powerful hitter. He could tie this game with a swing. Listen, I'm surprised the Mets didn't keep him, man, to be honest with you. The Mets should have kept him, should have signed him, but now he's in Baltimore. So, I mean, and he's struggling in Baltimore. He did good last night. He finally woke up last night, hit a second home run, and had a couple of RBIs, and a couple of hits. But it's hard, when you transition from the American to, from the National to the American League. So here's a pitch, and there's a pop out, and that's going to be out number 2. So 2 outs for the D-backs. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. He said, I didn't say I'll go for the Orioles. Yeah, the Orioles, I mean, they're a good ball club, but they need pitching. Nah, don't switch team, man. Don't switch team. It's okay, man. It happens like that, man. That's the only thing I see in sports when that happens, when a player, changes and leave a team. And listen, they could have paid Alonso, and then what did the Mets did? Dismantle the team, and that's what they do after all these contracts, signing all these players. That's why I don't go too crazy. Hopefully he does well in Baltimore. I think he will. It's just going to take time because he's not used to the American League. There's ball 2 on Baker, the first baseman, who was 1 for 1 in the game. Orioles up 2-0, by the way. A solo homer from Bazzello and a bases loaded walk for Tavares. That's the only 2 runs that score for the Orioles tonight. But yeah, I agree with you. I think he'll do good in Baltimore. It's just going to take time for him to do it. All right, there is a pop out, so that's going to be out number 3. Yep, it's a pop out to the shortstop. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Orioles up 2-0, and like I said, Alonso is, it's just heck of a player. The sad part is he's been so many years with the Mets organization, and to do that, and it's not his fault. You're gonna go with the best shot. You don't want to sign him, and they have enough to sign him. They just didn't want to do it. But what can I say? Part of sports, really. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 4th. Coming up, Jeremiah Jackson, Blaze Alexander, and Gunnar Henderson. Man, that Jeremiah Jackson guy, the kid is pretty good. Last night he hit a grand slam and a solo shot, had 5 RBIs. See, that's the thing about the Orioles. Their farm system is so good, and I'm happy that they bring these young players up and they develop. The only sad part about this, they get so good, and what happens? You just trade them. They release them. They go someplace else because they want more money, and that happens. That's part of sports, regardless, right? So, all right, Kelly's still pitching. He has 58 pitches through 3 innings. This is going to be his 4th inning. And I want to appreciate all you guys that joined the chat, that came in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I tell you, I just came from work and I said, let me do this. Let me do the Orioles. It's hard to do baseball, guys and girls. It's hard to do it. It's really hard to do the game. It's easier on football than baseball. But, you get live scoreboards. You get all the stuff that you need here. It's not just typical Orioles. It's just, baseball in general. Yankees last night came from behind after they led 4-0 against the Angels. Trout with 2 homers last night. Judge 2 homers last night. They had 9 players with multiple homers. Thank you so much, Alina. Thank you so much. All right, here comes the Orioles. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, here's Jeremiah Jackson. First pitch for Jeremiah Jackson. It's low, ball one. 1 ball and no strike. As I was saying earlier, Jeremiah Jackson had 2 homers last night for the Orioles. The kid really showed up last night with a grand slam and a solo shot. Next pitch to Jeremiah. I had to get these names for the Orioles. I'm so bad with name. And he just hit a line drive down the left field corner, and that's going to be a double. So a leadoff double for Jeremiah Jackson. My God, the kid's on fire. He is 2 for 2 now. A leadoff double for the Orioles. And here comes Alexander, former D-back third baseman, who's now playing for the Orioles. And I'm glad that the Orioles signed Alexander, by the way. Now, we're supposed to get Jackson Holiday back, hopefully soon. As you know, he was injured. And that's another thing. The injury bug has hurt the Orioles this year. All right, here's the pitch, and it's going to be the pitcher step back. It's going to be a bunt down the first base line. Great bunt by Alexander. So it'll be out number 1, and Jackson moves to third base. You see, this is what I like about this new Oriole manager. He's playing the fundamental part of baseball, bunting, stealing. He's doing everything that he can to help this ball club. All right, here's Gunnar Henderson, which I guarantee you he's going to be walked. You got 1 out, runner at third. And don't be surprised if they walk Gunnar Henderson. Here's the first pitch, ball 1. Second pitch, wow, swing and a miss. That was a ball in the dirt. They're pitching around Gunnar Henderson right now. 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, James McCann just picked off Jeremiah Jackson at third base. Wow, not good at all. He got picked up. Wow. That's not good, guys. 2 balls and 2 1 strike. Yeah, McCann, former Oriole. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. So there we go. Orioles mistake. Runner at third base, 1 out. All he needs is a sacrifice fly. Any ground ball to the right side of the field. But McCann just picked off Jackson at third base. A big mistake. Here's a pitch, way down low, ball 3, 3-2 for Gunnar Henderson. I mean, good play for McCann, the catcher, but wow. Next pitch is foul. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Orioles up 2-0. Orioles with 2 runs on 5 hits. Arizona, no runs on 5 hits. But that was a mistake. You could say a rookie mistake. The next pitch is foul away. And that would be amazing if if Gunnar Henderson hit a home run here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Please, everyone, check Tombolina channel. If you are still here in the chat here, Anderson just swing and a miss. He just strike out. That's it. So there's 3 outs. So we go to the top of the 5th. Let's score 2-0. Check her channel. Why is this moving? I have no idea. Check Aquavale channel. Aquavale is also a great channel. Gaming, sports, you name it. All right, coming up for the D-backs, James McCann, Tim Tawa, and Jorge Barrosa are the next three batters for the D-backs, trailing 2-0. So let's see how that goes. If you join the chat, you could join the chat. You could hit the thumbs up, the like. If you want to have any comments about your team, your baseball team, anything football, you can talk football too. It doesn't matter. It's just baseball season just started. We're 16 games into the season. Tonight, the Orioles are playing their 17th game. Let me get you some standings real quick. Baltimore 9-7. Yankees are 9-7. Tampa Bay is 8-7. Toronto 6-9. Boston is 6-10. We have in the Central Cleveland at 10-7. Tied with Minnesota 10-7. Detroit follow with a 7-9 record, along with Kansas City. White Sox at 6-10. At the West, we have Texas 9-7. The Athletics 8-8. Los Angeles Angels 8-9. Seattle 8-9, Houston 6-11. In the National League, you have Atlanta 10-7, Miami 9-8, Phillies 8-8, Washington 7-9, Mets 7-10. At Central, you got Pittsburgh at 10-6. The Pirates are playing great ball, guys. They scored 16 runs yesterday, by the way. You got Cincinnati 9-7, Milwaukee follow 8-7, St. Louis 8-8, Cubs 7-9. And in the West, of course, Dodgers with the best record, 12-4, followed by San Diego, 10-6, having a good season. Also, Arizona, 9-8, Colorado, 6-10, and San Francisco, 6-10. That is your standings in baseball. All right, here we go. McCann's batting, and so far he has 2 balls and no strike. Now he has 3 balls and 1 strike. Some scoreboard: Kansas City up 1-0 over Detroit, top 5th. Cincinnati up San Francisco 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. We have Philadelphia 3, Cubs 2, bottom 4th. We have Washington 4th, Pittsburgh 1, top 3rd. We have the Angels beating the Yankees 3-0, top 3rd. Miami up 4-0 over Atlanta in the 2nd. Tampa beating the White Sox 1-0, top of the 1st. Toronto, Milwaukee scoreless. Boston and Minnesota is scoreless. Cleveland and St. Louis is also scoreless. McCann just singled for the D-back. So there's a runner at first. That's the D-back 6th hit of the game. So basically, every inning, the D-back has a runner. And so far, they have not scored the first 5 innings. Well, we're still in the 5th inning, but who knows, right? All right, next pitch to Tawa is called strike 1. Nobody out. McCann at first base. Next pitch, way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Orioles up 2-0, guys and girls. McCann is at first base with a single. And Tawa is batting with a pitch of 1 ball and 1 strike. I like when they give the percentage of who's going to win the game, and you still got 4 more innings to go. That's sports, man. That is sports. All right, next pitch is ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Like I say, Travel, I mean, his pitches, guys, his pitches. I'm worried about his pitches. Next pitch, call strike. Batter just called timeout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, you got to challenge his hitters. As a pitcher, you got to challenge. I know you don't want to give up the long ball. I know you don't want to give up that hit. But you got to challenge these hitters. That's why you're a pitcher. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. McCann at first. Tawa strike out the first time at bat. He's 0 for 1. And the next pitch is swing and a miss, and he strikes out again. So 1 out with a strikeout. So the second time he strike out. Here's Barrosa, who is 1 for 1 with a double. Now comes the right-handed batters, which that's where Rogers could get hurt here. So next pitch, call strike. Like I said, just challenge the hitters, man. No balls and 1 strike to Barrosa, the center fielder, who is 1 for 1 with a double today. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Next pitch, swing and a foul back. Two strikes. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. All right, 2 strikes on Barrosa. Orioles up 2-0. Runner at first, McCann, who singled earlier. See if Roger can strike him out here. Ball in the dirt. So far, that is 78 pitches for Rogers. I think he's going to go 5 innings, 6 innings. I don't think he's going to go more than that. That's a lot of pitches in 5 innings. So, all right, another batter called timeout. Orioles up 2-0. Top 5th. By the way, Trevor has 6 strikeouts through 4 1/3 inning. Next pitch is way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch way inside. 3-2. Oriole up 2-0 with Basello home run and bases loaded walk by Tavares. That's the only scoring in the game, guys and girls. Next pitch, swing and a foul back. We'll do it again. So far, 81 pitches for Rogers. This is actually what I worry about the Orioles. Bases on balls, walks. Swing and a foul back. Another foul. We need a double play ball here. Next pitch, ball 4. So the D-backs will have runners at first, at second. And here comes the pitching coach of the Orioles to the mound. Bases on balls, man. Bases on balls. They're known to actually score. Roger with 82 pitches, 6 strikeouts, no earned runs. He has not allowed a run, but now he is in trouble in the top of the 5th. And the Orioles, I mean, they had the bases loaded. They had a runner at third base. They made a couple of mistakes, to be honest with you. Well, here's Vargas, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Maybe Vargas could give us a double play ball here to end the inning. God, I just got the weather. The weather for us down here, we're going to be in the 90s, plus 90s. Wow. Don't really like that for real. All right, next pitch. It's going to be ball 1. Here we go. This is what I don't like. One ball and no strike. Rogers need to get back to his pitching rhythm. All right, there's a high drive, way hit, way back, and a home run. There it is. The D-backs are up now 3-2. You put the pitch up in the middle, and that's what's happened. Wow. A home run. D-backs up 3-2, guys. Here we go. It's going to be one of these games again. Now the Orioles trail 3-2. All right, here's Carroll. Next pitch, strike one. Lefty versus lefty. Let the pitch over the plate. The Orioles now trail 3-2. Here's a ground ball to second baseman Jeremiah Jackson. Throw to Pete Alonso, and that is out number 2. 2 outs. What a shot from Vargas. His second homer of the year. All right, here's Perdomo, who is 2 for 2. Orioles now trail 3-2. Next pitch, ball 1. I think this will be probably the last inning you see Trevor Rogers pitch. He might pitch the top of the 6th. So Vargas with a 3-run homer in the top of the 5th. That's giving the D-backs the lead. Here's the pitch, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch, way down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Orioles trail 3-2. The pitch is swing and a miss. Strike 2. All right, here we go. The pitch way down low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I'm telling you, Rogers does not have his command tonight. Even though we were up 2-0. By the way, the D-backs now with 3 runs, 7 hits, no error. The Orioles with 2 runs, 5 hits, and no error. Here's a 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be a base hit. Wow. So far, another single. Perdomo is 3 for 3, by the way, and with a stolen base in the game. So we have runner first. Back to the count. Now here comes Fernandez, who's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And he takes ball 1. Roger with 94 pitches. This is going to be his last inning, guys. He's way high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strike. Don't know what happened to Roger, man, but he lost his pitching. Here's a swing and a miss. Perdomo still second base. So now we got runner at second with a stolen base. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes on Fernandez. Perdomo just still second base. There's a swing and a miss, and the ball on the ground. What in the world he's swinging at? I'm telling you, these hitters are swinging at anything. All right, 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Orioles now trail 3-2. Next pitch in the dirt, 3 balls and 2 strikes. This could be his last pitch if he doesn't get his batter out. By the way, that was Vargas who hit the home run, the 3-run homer. So 3-2 pitch coming. I'll give you a scoreboard in a few minutes. All the other teams playing today. So here we go, 3-2. If you walk him, I think that's the last batter he will face. D-backs with 3 runs on the 8 hits, no error. The Orioles with 2 runs, 5 hits, no error. It's going to have to be a key out for this. All right, pitching change. Jose Fernandez just doubled, a run score. The Orioles now trail 4-2. Runner at second base. And that is it for Rogers. Here comes the pitching, and here's Rico Garcia replaced Trevor Rogers. So there's a break in the action. Orioles trail 4-2 with 2 outs. So he did not make it through the 5 innings, unfortunately. Bases on balls, trust me, it's not a good thing in baseball. Hey, how you doing, Stardust, sorry, the bust. I apologize. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for watching your videos. Great videos. Welcome back. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Orioles trail 4-2. Top of the, there's a break in the action. New pitching change. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate your videos. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Soda Tambolina, she's here. Great. Awesome supporter also. So I appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. When I get time, I just watch the shorts, watch the long videos, watch it. And that's the best thing I could do, watch them and enjoy every minute of it. When you have that fun, charisma, that's awesome. For me in sports, it's kind of difficult to do, but hey, I do it sometimes. But not only do sports, I mix it around a little bit so you guys can have fun. If you see my shorts, I make some different shorts. But remember, everybody's not a sports expertise, no, so that's okay. That's fine. All right, Rico Garcia is coming in for Trevor Rogers. By the way, how's the weather down there? I forgot to ask Tambolina. What's the Tambolina? What's the weather down there? Because we're gonna hit the 90s here tomorrow. All right, first pitch is a strike on the batter on Arenado. The D-backs were 4 runs in this inning, by the way. Next pitch is strike 2. Two strikes. The next pitch is called strike 3. That's it. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Orioles trail 4-2. So the D-backs with 4 runs in this inning. Cap off by a 3-run homer from Vargas, and then followed by a double by was it Fernando? Yeah, Fernando Lopez. Jose Fernandez. So Orioles now trail 4-2. Coming up for the Orioles, Tyler Ward, Pete Alonso, and Samuel Basallo. So The power hitters are coming up for the Orioles in the bottom of the fifth, trailing 4-2. That's what happened yesterday. They were trailing 7-1, and they came back and beat the D-backs. So once again, I hope you guys enjoying your Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday already. The week is coming. I mean, it's just going along pretty fast. The weekend's almost around here in the corner. By the way, those that you guys don't know, draft day. I will go live on draft day, April 23rd at 8 p.m. That's Thursday night. The NFL draft starts. It's going to be fun. The Dolphins do have 2 picks in the first round, the 11th and the 30th round. And I'll be doing that. And I'll come back Friday, do Friday, Saturday, and wrap up all the 11 draft pick the Miami Dolphin has. So, and a lot of good players out there. There's a lot of good chance that Miami could have great players. Some of these players' markets are coming down. So, but listen, won't be surprised. The first 5 rounds, 6, 7 rounds, you might see some trades. All right, here's Tyler Ward, who was 1 for 2 with a stolen base and a run. First pitch, it's a fly ball well hit, and that's going to be caught for out number 1. All right, 1 out. Here's Pete Alonso. Can Alonso hit his 3rd home run as an Oriole? Oriole trail of 4-2 here, bottom of the 5th. By the way, the D-back has now 4 runs, 9 hits, no error. The Orioles have 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. All right, the pitch to Alonso, way inside, ball 1. And the Orioles had a chance. Bases loaded. They had Jeremiah Jackson picked off at 3rd base. I mean, they have a chance to score a run. Next pitch is ball 2. 2 balls and no strike on Pete Alonso. Next pitch, wow, close, but strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Pete Alonso. Orioles now trail 4-2 against the D-backs. Listen, don't forget to hit the like button, the chat. Anything you got to do, just join in. It's live baseball. Orioles trail 4-2. Live scoreboard, too. Major League Baseball live scoreboard. There's a lot going in sports tonight, by the way. All right, 2 balls and 1 strike on Pete Alonso. Next pitch, wow, call strike 2. That was a close call. I wonder if Pete's going to challenge that. Both team only has 1 challenge left. All right, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Pete Alonso. He is 0 for 1 with a base on ball today. Next pitch, way down low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Batter timeout. Pete Alonso called timeout. Nice pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 outs, and here comes Basalo, who has a base on ball and the only 2-run homer, 2 runs for the Orioles. That's a solo shot for the Orioles, sorry. Next pitch, ball 1 in the dirt. See, here's another thing. The other pitcher now from Arizona, he has thrown 78 pitches. He has 3 strikes out, but now he's looks kind of tired, and he's throwing a lot of balls. Here's a swing and a miss, and strike 1, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Barcelo. Batter calls timeout. Orioles trail 4-2, bottom 5th. Right, next pitch, there's a ground ball, and that's going to be the third out. A ground ball to second baseman, Vargas throw to first, and to Baker, and that is it. The Orioles are trading 4-2, top of the sixth. Give me a second, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back here. We got Baker batting with 2 strikes. Sorry, I just came back out of do a couple things here. But we're back. 2 strikes on Baker from Garcia, who came in for Trevor Rogers, who struggled. And swing and a miss, he struck out. So 1 out, top of the 6th. Here's McCann, who had this big pickoff with Jeremiah Jackson at third base. It would have we would have a third run, by the way. So, well, here's McCann. McCann's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a run scored. Oriole trail 4-2. Bottom 6. Pitch way down low. 1 ball and no strike. Garcia so far 7 pitches, 2 Ks. Orioles do trail 4-2. After leading 2-0 after 4, but the D-backs were 4 runs in the 5th. McCann, former Oriole too. Great catcher. I used to like McCann. All right, here's the pitch to McCann, and it's going to be low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strike. Next pitch, swinging a foul back. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. How are you? Next pitch, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you. Next pitch is a ground ball, and that's going to be out number 2. For the D-backs here in the top of the 6th, the Orioles trail 4-2. How's your day going? How's everything going? Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support also. All right, next pitch is ball one. One ball and no strike. Thank you for those that have joined the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Tuesday. I just came from work and I'm doing the baseball game. It's not easy to do a baseball game, but I'm doing the best I can. Thank you so much. Me too. I love your videos. I love everything you guys do. Everybody that I support, man, you guys are doing a tremendous job. Keep doing it, regardless what anybody says. Stay positive. Continue. You guys are doing a great work. Great job. All right, next pitch. There's a line drive to the outfielder, and that is the third out. So we go to the bottom of the sixth with the Orioles trailing 4-2. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think every content creator that does, a lot of stuff on YouTube, you guys do a great job, and I'm very happy. I think we all striving for the same thing, but at the end of the day, you just try to stay positive and continue to do what you're doing and enjoy what you're doing. So I like, basically, most of my subscribers that I got, and it's most of them that I do. I support basically all of them when I can, because it's a lot when you got over 1,000 subscribers. But most of my subscribers are from the short videos, not actually from videos that I do like this in sports. Some people like sports, some people don't, and that's okay with it. I have no problem with it. That's fine. You just love what you do. That's it. And I mean, I watch everybody food. Like you got food, you got different channels that do beautiful things, art and painting, and I love all that. I love what Alina does, and what you do also. I mean, I love that. I just like it. Yeah, that's it. That's who I am, and that's being supportive. But I appreciate that a lot. I really do. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. All right, up for the Orioles will be Beavers, Tavares, and Cowser. Orioles trail 4-2. See if we have another comeback tonight. So if you joined earlier, the Orioles led 2-0. Basello with a home run, Tavares with a bases loaded walk. After that, we led 2-0 in the fourth inning. The D-backs scored 4 runs in the fifth, highlighted by the 3-run homer and a double. And now we're trailing 4-2 in the bottom of the sixth. So it's still a close game. It's that we need to get runners on base. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Kelly is still pitching. He so far has thrown for 79 pitches, 5 innings, 3 Ks, and 2 earned runs. So he's pitching pretty well. Next pitch is going to be low, ball 1. Second pitch is going to be a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike on Beaver, the DH. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So all we need is to get some runner on base, guys and girls. If we get some runner on base, we should be okay. Next pitch is ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. And I can see also Kelly getting tired, the Arizona pitcher. So the Orioles should take advantage of that. Once a pitcher gets tired, that's where you take advantage. So now here's another ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. So let's see, it tells you right there. So if he walks his batter, I guarantee you that will make the pitching change. 3 balls and 1 strike on Beaver. Unless Beaver get a good pitch and hits it. And there's a swing, and it was a good pitch for strike 2. So now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Beaver. Orioles do trail 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 pitch is way low, ball 4. So that's what the Orioles need, a walk. So we got a runner at first, and we have Tavares coming up. Don't like this because when you have rugs, you can't move your chair. All right. Beaver with a walk, and Tavares, the center fielder, coming up to bat. Tavares 0 for 1 with a base on ball and an RBI. Kelly so far with 85 pitches. Tavares with a swing of the bat, he could tie this game up 4-4 as the Orioles are trading 4-2. All right, here comes the pitcher, the pitching coach. So don't be surprised they make a change to the mound. Tavares just hit a line drive and it is caught for out number 1. So there's 1 out, and here comes Cowser, and here comes the pitcher, probably pitching change. And there it is. Tyler Clark replaces Merrill Kelly. So there's a break in the action with the Orioles trading 4-2, and there is a pitching change. Let me get you some scoreboard while that's happening. Don't know what happened here, but my thing just went away. All right, let me get this here. Wow. All right, here we go. Scoreboard. We have, of course, Arizona beating the Orioles 4-2. Kansas City, it's up 1-0 over Detroit, bottom 7. San Francisco losing to Cincinnati 2-1, bottom 6. We have the Cubs and Philly tied 3-3, top of the 6th. We have Washington 5, Pittsburgh 3, top of the 5th. We have the Angels beating the Yankees 4-0, top of the 5th. Miami now up 4-3 over Atlanta. Tampa 3-0 over the White Sox, top 3rd. Toronto, Milwaukee, scoreless. Boston losing to Minnesota 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Cleveland Guardians 2-1 over St. Louis in the 2nd. And Colorado beating Houston 1-0 in the 1st. Later on tonight, Texas and the Athletics at 9:40. We have Seattle at San Diego at 9:40. We have the Mets and the Dodgers at 10 p.m. tonight. So let's go back with the Orioles as Taylor Clark has entered the game. Cowser is going to be a right-hander, which is kind of weird, against a left-hander. So Cowser with a swing of a bat could tie this game up 4-4, or he could get on base. Either or. But the Orioles do trail 4-2. So don't forget, I'll be doing the draft day on Thursday. We are a week away in a couple days for the draft, so I'm excited. I can't wait. Dolphins will be picking the 11th and 30th pick of the first round. I'm excited, guys, and I'll be doing that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, till the entire thing is over. All right, here's the first pitch to Cowser, and it is a ball inside. 1 ball and no strike. Orioles trail 4-2. Orioles led 2-0 through 4th inning, but in the 5th, Arizona with 4 runs, a 3-run homer, and a RBI double to take a 4-2 lead. Here's a pickoff attempt at first base. He is safe. On deck is Jackson, who is 2 for 2. That kid is hitting. I'm telling you, the kid is amazing. All right, next pitch. Beaver takes off, and he is out at second base. Wow. Why are you stealing here? Can you ask me why are you stealing? So now we got 2 outs. Dylan Beaver caught stealing. McCann to the shortstop, Perdomo. And now Cowser has 2 balls, no strike. You need runs on base, guys. This is a mistake right there. If that was a manager call, that was a mistake. You trail 4-2, you don't send the guys to steal second base. Next pitch is a swing and a foul. That would have been ball 3, to be honest with you. All right, 2 balls and 1 strike on Cowser, who is 1 for 2 in the game. Two balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Vargas throws to Baker, and that is out number 3. So we go to the top of the 7. Orioles trailing 4-2. Well, that was a mistake. You do not steal second base, guys. You do not do that. Trust me. All right. We're going to the top of the 7. What's this? I just got issue with live stream loading and web on TV 6 hours ago. Interesting, huh? All right. All right. Wolfren, left-hander pitching, just entered the game. Barroso, the center fielder. So a pitching change for the Orioles. See, that's what I'm worried. The Orioles bullpen, can they hold on? This might be probably the 7th inning, will be my last inning, and then I'm gonna take a break because I have to go to work tomorrow. So, but thank you so much, those that have joined in. Here's the first pitch, and there's a ground ball to the pitcher. Throw to first to Pete Alonso, and we have out number 1 that quick. All right, here's Vargas, who hit the 3-1 homer in the 4th inning to give the Arizona D-backs the lead. Now the batter called timeout when the pitcher threw a strike, so still called strike. I guess he didn't call it on time, so 1 strike on Vargas. Can the Orioles do a comeback? Trailing 4-2. They're in the game. They're not that far away from the game, so can they do their second back-to-back comeback? They trailed yesterday 7-1, and they won 9-7. But the bat looked cold tonight. All right, the batter called timeout. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Second pitch. Swing and a foul back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ram, it's not even, he's just pitching after that. Next pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. All right, 2 outs. Here's Carroll, the right fielder. And he takes inside ball 1. Man, he's working pretty fast, I can tell you that. 1 ball and no strike on Carroll. Orioles trail 4-2. The pitch way up there. 2 balls, no strike. Orioles down 4-2. So far, the left-hander has thrown 2 balls to a left-hander. Next pitch is ball 3. Why are you throwing balls, man? Get it right, buddy. 3 balls, no strike. Lefty against lefty. Both teams with one challenge left. Next pitch, right down the pipe. Strike one. See, I throw it again down the pipe. Three balls and one strike on Carroll. Here's a pitch. Swing and another miss. 3-2. That's it. Challenge the guy. If you get it, you can hit it. If you don't get it, you don't hit it. So 3-2. 3-2 pitch. So far, 4 runs, 9 hits for Arizona, 2 runs and 5 hits for the Orioles. Next pitch, swing and a miss. He strike him out. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, which is 7th inning stretch. The Orioles trailing 4-2. Up to bat, Jeremiah Jackson, Blaze Alexander, and Gunnar Henderson. Jeremiah Jackson is 2 for 2 in the game. Let's see if he can get on base here in the bottom of the 7th. Once again, I want to thank everybody that joined the chat tonight. Tambolina, Stardust Dreams, checks their channel. OMS fan, also check her channels. Everybody that's here in the chat, man, check their channels, support them. Really, really good. Alcovale, who came in earlier today, check his channel. Ocean View also, free shop, great, great. Great. Just check everybody's channel. It's just everybody do something special. That's what I say all the time. They do something special on their channel, and I love what they do. Alcovale is sports, dolphin, and gaming. Tambolina interview people. Her drawing is amazing. So there's like I said, there's a lot of these channels that you might say, man, because let's say I'll say sports. People say I'm not a sports person, but that's okay. That's fine, man. But if you want to take time to watch it and learn it and understand it, I mean, I'll give you a class on it. I mean, it'll be a while, but I'll give you a class on it. But sometimes people see things like this and they don't watch it in fully, and that's okay. That's fine with me. I mean, if it's not, you're not obligated to watch basically anybody's channel, but if you want to be supportive and you want to really help somebody, and man, that's the way we work here as a community. We help one another regardless. I mean, there's things that I don't watch and I still watch it because that's what we do. All right, here's Jeremiah Jackson, and first pitch is a strike. No balls and one strike on Jackson. That was the quickest 7-inning stretch I've ever seen, guys. Right, next pitch is way outside. Nah, you see, well, don't swing at balls like that, man. If it's not good, it's not good enough. So 2 swing and a miss. One was a foul, sorry, and the other one's swing and a miss. So batter call timeout. Jackson is 2 for 2. All we need is to get Jackson to get on board. And here's a ground ball to the shortstop Perdomo, third first, and that'll be out number 1 for the Orioles. So after two strikeout, after 2 strikes, he battled and hits the ball to the shortstop. So here's Alexander, 0 for 1, former D-backs. Man, can he get on base? And then you got Gunnar Henderson on deck, who was 0 for 3. Clark so far has pitched, 7 pitches. He's in 1 inning. So let's see if the Orioles could come back tonight, guys. They came back last night, 7-1. They won 9-7. All right, here's a ground ball to third baseman Nolan. Throw to first to Luke Baker. That's out number 2 for the Orioles. 2 quick out for the Orioles here. We have Gunnar Henderson coming up to bat. Orioles trail 4-2. Gunnar today 0 for 3 with 1 strikeout. Next pitch, way up, ball 1. No balls and 1 strike. Maybe Gunner needs to hit a home run here. Next pitch, way outside, ball two. One guy that has not hit a home run for the Orioles is Ward. Ward hasn't hit a home run for the Orioles, and he's known as a home run hitter. But he's batting. He has a good batting average. All right, 2 balls and no strike on Anderson. Orioles do trail 4-2. Next pitch, way down, ball three. You can see that Clark has nothing to do with Gunnar Henderson. Next pitch, down the pipe, strike one, 3-1. You have a nice evening. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, 3-1 on Gunnar. Orioles trail 4-2. Next pitch is swinging a foul back. Oh, that's great. I love your drawing. Continue. I mean, whatever you love doing, man, continue doing it. You're doing a good job. I love it. Thank you so much. God bless you and your family. All right, 3-2 pitch on Gunnar Henderson. Can he walk? And the next batter hit a 2-run homer and tie the game. Next pitch is a foul back. All right, see you later. Take care. Thank you. Enjoy the family. All right, 3-2 pitch for Gunnar Henderson once again. Gunnar swing and a miss. He strike out. That's it. We go top of the 8th. The Orioles trail 4-2. All right, some scores. We have Royals up 1-0 over the Tigers. We have National 5, Pirates 4. That's in the end of 5. We have Giants losing to the Reds 2-1 in the 7th inning. Sorry. In the 7th inning, Cubs 7, Phillies 3. Now they're in the bottom 6. We have Angels 4, Yankees 0. Angels got runners at first and second with nobody out. The Yankees are really struggling, guys. Marlins up 4-3, top of the 5th. Red Sox down 2-0 to the Twins in the end of 3rd. We got the Royals 4, the White Sox 3 while they came back. They were trailing 4-0, so the White Sox were 3 runs here. Blue Jays losing to the Brewers 3-0. Guardians and Cardinals tied 2-2. Rockies up on the Astro 3-1. Later on tonight, we have Mariners at Padres, Rangers at the Athletics, Mets at Dodgers. That is your score. All right. Up for the D-backs, Perdomo, Fernandez, and Nolan Arenado for the D-backs. They're up 4-2. Arizona, yes, Arizona is a good team. You got to give them credit. They do have a good team. Arizona probably had the same thing that the Orioles have. They need a little pitching. And, an extra pitcher, a veteran pitcher to help. Thank you for coming in, Charles. I appreciate it. Yes, it's a good team. They are a good team. The only thing is, like I said, you need pitching. They got good hitters, I can tell you that. They're like the Orioles, basically like the Orioles. The only thing is they're playing in a division that's tough. You got the Padres and the Dodgers. So, and Arizona's, by the way, my son team. I mean, last night they were beating the Orioles 7-1, and the Orioles came back and beat them 9-7. But that was a heck of a game. All right, here's the pitch to Perdomo. It's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. Orioles trail 4-2. Orioles led 2-0 through 4 innings, but Arizona scored 4 runs in the 5th, a 3-run homer and a RBI double, and since then it's 4-2. Next pitch is a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So far, Arizona has 4 runs, 9 hits, no error. The Orioles have 2 runs, 5 hits, and no error. Yesterday, I mean, we saw Alonso hitting a home run, a blast in his second home run. Yes, the Dodgers are actually the best record in baseball. If I'm quite sure, they're 12-3. And I'll do the scoreboard in a few minutes, and there's a swing and a miss. He strike him out. So that's it. One out, top of the eighth. Orioles trail 4-2. Yeah, I think the Dodgers has one of the best record in baseball, and they do have. I think they're 12-3. If I want to be quite sure. Uh, I mean, the Pittsburgh Pirates are having a good season too. All right, there is a mound visit. You got Fernandez, who is 2 for 3 with a double, a strikeout. Here's Janelle Cano replacing Wolfman. Let me tell you what the standings are, and you'll see it now. So right now, Baltimore is 9-7, tied with the Yankees in the East. Cleveland and Minnesota tied in the Central. Texas up with a record of 9-7. And then we have the National League, which is Atlanta 10-7, followed by the Marlins 9-8. Pittsburgh 10-6. They're having a great year, by the way. Pittsburgh Pirates are. Cincinnati 9-7, and the Dodgers are 12-4. And San Diego's right behind the Dodgers at 10-6. So yes, they do have the best record in baseball. The Dodgers do. So we do have a break in the action, guys. So I'll keep you here live. Like I said, anybody wants to join the chat, any comments, anything you want to ask in the chat. It's only baseball season. We only 16 game into the season, so it's a long way to go. You know, that's the thing about baseball, 162 games. So, and then don't forget, I'll be live doing that. Yeah. Yeah, and listen, the tradition of this both teams, like you say, the Yankees and the Dodgers, you know, it's a battle of two teams, actually two classical teams, because they've been in the league for so many years. But the Dodgers always, I think, have the advantage because most of the time of the pitching staff, they have great pitching. And for me, that's why I think Dodgers beat the Yankees. I mean, their pitching was good back then, and still they're good. The pitching is good. Now they got good with hitting with Otani, adding these players to the ball club. What's the guy you play for the Atlanta Falcons? The Atlanta Braves, the first baseman. They got that Atlanta did not sign on the Braves, and he went to the Dodgers. I mean, Freddie Freeman. There we go, Freddie Freeman. That's the guy I'm talking about. All right, the pitch to Fernandez is a swing and a miss for strike one. The second pitch is a swing and a foul back, 2 strikes. So Fernandez got 2 strikes already. Yeah, I mean, Freddie Freeman, Otani, I mean, Muncy now. I mean, they got a great ball club. The Dodgers got a great ball club, and then the pitcher, they always have pitching. That's why they're always in the game. Next pitch is way outside, ball one ball and 2 strike on Fernandez, the DH, who is 2 for 3 with a double, a strikeout, and he has an RBI in the game. Tradition, with these 2 ball clubs, Yankees and I mean, most World Series won, Yankees and Dodgers. So just think about that. It's a traditional thing. But yeah, man, they were good back then. They were. All right, here's the pitch with 1 ball and 2 strike to Fernandez, and it's swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 outs in the top of the 8th. So Orioles do trail 4-2. Top 8. Here's Arenado. So he is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Okay, what happened here? All right, 1 strike on. Yeah, You're right. When Derek Jeter left, and it's so hard to replace somebody like Derek Jeter. It is so hard to replace, especially same thing with the Dodgers to replace these players. But when you have a great farm system, and see that's one thing I find the weakness of the Yankees, not as the Dodgers. The Yankee weakness is their farm system. Uh, by the way, Nolan just ground out to Gunnar Henderson for the third out. So we got three outs, and we go to the bottom of the eighth with the Orioles trading 4-2. So the Yankee farm system is not as good as the Orioles right now farm system, as the Dodgers farm system. There's a lot of farm systems like Pittsburgh now, the Pittsburgh Pirates farm system. You look at this farm system of this team, and you gotta look at the draft when the baseball draft. See, sometimes we don't follow baseball draft like we follow the NFL draft or college football. But there's a lot of good players in college baseball. And if you don't follow college baseball, I mean, that's why sometimes you get lost. But all these players that play college baseball is amazing. But the Yankees farm system, I think, is one of the weakest thing I notice right now for that team. I'm not saying they got good players. They do, but not as good as the Dodgers or the Orioles or the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think Anaheim has a good farm system. There's a couple of teams that have great farm system, and they develop the players. But nowadays, you don't see that no more. But you're right. Derek Jeter was amazing, man. It's not the same team without Derek Jeter. I mean, he was amazing. All right, coming up on the Orioles is going to be Ward versus a new pitcher, Murillo. Juan Murillo just came in the bottom of the eighth. So the Orioles inning is cutting short, down 4-2. So can they hit the comeback trail? Who knows? They did it last night. But this time is the bottom of the eighth, and it's 4-2. And Ward, by the way, is looking for his first home run as an Oriole. And Ward is 1 for 3 tonight with a 1-run score and a stolen base. All right, so here we go, bottom eight. Orioles trailing. Who knows? Ward might hit his first home run tonight. Now, who's your team in baseball? Is it the Orioles or is it? All right, here's call strike one. One ball and one strike. That's a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Ward. Yeah, waiting for the comeback, hot dog. Hope so, buddy. I hope so. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ward. Ward is 1 for 3 with a run score and a stolen base. Yeah, last night we made a major comeback. Yeah, they need a base hit. Well, what happened is they had Jeremiah Jackson at third base and he got picked off. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 2 on Ward. Jeremiah Jackson was at third base, 1 out, and McCann, former Oriole, picked him off. And here's a fly ball to left fielder Corbin, and that's going to be the first out for the Orioles here in the bottom of the eighth. So 1 out. And here comes Pete Alonso. Alonso needs a home run here, man. Or at least get a base hit. Alonso is 0 for 2 with a base on ball and 1 strikeout in the game. He had a mammoth home run last night. If you didn't see it. I mean, he hit a bomb last night. Here's a pitch. Strike 1 right down the pipe. Yeah, he had a good game last night. Jeremiah Jackson had, a grand slam last night and a solo homer. So, and then Pete Alonso hit a home run last night. There was 9 players in Major League Baseball last night that hit 2 home runs in the game. Here's the pitch, another strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Pete Alonso. He throws Way high. Ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Pete Alonso. Remember that Pete Alonso is doing the transition from the National to the American League. All right, here's the pitch way down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Pete Alonso. Orioles trail 4-2. Pete Alonso called timeout. Listen, I think the Orioles were due to. I think the Orioles last night were due to for this team lineup to wake up. But the kid that started this was Jeremiah Jackson. I think due to and listen, Kramer pitched yesterday, and boy did he with the ball three, so way high. Kramer came in yesterday, called from AAA. He Yeah, I'm having. Well, I went to the doctor just to give you a heads up. I went to the doctor, and what they're doing is, I guess they're checking. They're checking me out. I had some blood work to do, so I've been not been feeling too well, but I've been working a lot. But hopefully I'll get it. All right, strike three. Alonso just strike out. That's not good. So 2 outs for the Orioles in the bottom of the eighth. But going back to what I was telling you guys, and going to the answer, Kelrick was an excellent player. But going back to you were saying, why was it a powerful night last night? Here comes Basallos now batting, the catcher, who has the only home run for the Orioles tonight. He's 1 for 2 with a homer, a walk, and an RBI. Last night, I think the Orioles finally broke up the bats because what they did was not strike out, give these pitchers a lot of pitches to pitch. See, so they had patience last night on the base pads, on hitting. I mean, they were doing that. That's what happened last night, Charles. That's why they got. But tonight, it's like they're swinging at everything. Okay, and they make mistake. I mean, they call beaver stealing. You're trading 4-2. Why do you send the guy to steal second base? So, yeah, I'm gonna try some hot tea with honey. Probably once this game is over. All right, so Barcelo so far has 2 balls and no strikes. I mean, the rookie Barcelo. See, that's what I like about the rookie. The rookie has come along with two. All right, here's Barcelo, and here's a ground ball to the left fielder for a base hit. So, by the way, the Orioles just challenged Pete Alonso call. I'm sorry, I missed that. So now we got first and second with only 1 out. So we won the challenge. All right, so I'm sorry. First and second. All right, here we go. First and second, 1 out for the Orioles. Here's the comeback trail for us, guys. Let's see if it happens. Yeah, broth. Yeah, I like broth. Yeah. Actually, I'll tell you, I went to the doctor and they do some blood tests, and they told me that, hopefully I get the results. That was last week, Monday or Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. If I don't know something, I'll let I'll know tomorrow. But I think it's the hot cold weather. Charles says, "Hey, but I don't know, buddy. Let's see what happens." So here's Beaver, the DH, 0 for 2, caught stealing with a walk. All right, so here's a left-handed hitter. Orioles trail 4-2. There's a break in the action because they are going to the pitching mound, the pitching coach, to speak to Murillo. So let's see what happens. We need a 3-run homer here, guys. That's it. Right, next pitch is ball one. As we're talking, ball one. Yeah, early 3-run homer. Yeah, you're right. That was Earl Weaver for real. I tell you, he was good at it too. All right, 1 ball, no strike. To leave it to Beaver. That's what I call Beaver. He came up last year too. He did a great job coming in platooning for injuries. That's another thing. The injury bug has really got the Orioles again. Just sad, man. All right, here we are, 4-2. 1 ball, no strike on Beaver. Next pitch, call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch, wow, another strike. Buddy, you gotta swing the bat. 2 call strike on Beaver. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Orioles trail 4-2. And this is what happened with these young players. How they actually strike out, how they swing. So all right, there's a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw to second, he's out. Throw to first, he's safe. So now we got first and third with 2 outs. Wow, that was close too. They might look at that one. All right, here's Taveras, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Taveras had the bases loaded walk, so we need Taveras to come up with a 3-run homer here. Or at least get a single, whatever. All right, here's the pitch. Let me tell you, this pitcher's throwing balls, guys. He's throwing balls. 1 ball and no strike. I mean, he's throwing ball far and away. I don't know what the Orioles are swinging the ball. That's what Beaver did with those 2 strikes. All right, Orioles trail 4-2. 2 outs, first and third. Next pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. That'd be nice. He walked the bases loaded, and the next batter hits a grand slam. All right, here we go. 2 balls and no strikes, first and third. Next pitch in the dirt, swing and a miss for strike 1. I hope so, buddy. They got 1 more innings. 1 more inning, bottom of the 9th. I hope they can do this. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on base. So all the way across the board. 2-2-2-2. 1 swing, baby. Well, I'll let you know if it happens. You'll look at my face if it really happened. Timeout for the batter. So, 2 on, 2 outs. Orioles trail by 2. Wow. Doesn't that sound amazing? Man, if you guys didn't watch baseballs last night and you watched the baseball score last night, it was horrendous. Pittsburgh won 16-something. The Yankees won 11-10. All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch. My face will say it all. There is a line drive, base hit. Here comes Pete Alonso to score. The Orioles now trail 4-3. Wow. First and second. And the Orioles are down 4-3. Wow. Let's go, Birds. Your comeback trail, buddy. 2 outs. This is what they needed. Here's Cowser. Cowser's due for a home run. He is 1 for 3. Orioles now trail 4-3 with 2 outs. Hey, Chelsea, I told you. Come on, give me the 3-run homer here, man. Cowser is due for a home run. Cowser and now Wards are due for home runs. Next pitch. Ooh, almost hit him. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball and no strike. Sorry. Nice Beaver. Well, it wasn't Beaver. It was actually Beaver strike ground ball to the second baseman for a force out. It was what's his name? I just told you. Taveras, who was having a good. Also, he's good with runner and scoring position. All right, here's Cowser. No balls and 1 strike. Way up there. 2 balls and no strike. All right, load him up. On deck will be former Arizona shortstop and third baseman Alexander. All right. 2 balls and no strike. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Right down the pipe. He let that one go. 2 balls and 1 strike. You know what we need here? A wild pitch. Two outs, a run in. Orioles trail 4-3. Cowser takes low ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1, 2 outs. Orioles trail 4-3. Bottom 8. Next pitch, ball 4. The bases are loaded for the Orioles. Bases loaded. I wonder if they're going to put a pinch hitter. My bad. It's all right, buddy. All right. Bases loaded. I wonder if our new manager will get a pinch hitter or will let Alexander bat against his team. We'll see right now. Oh, no. It's Jeremiah Jackson. Oh, boy. Could it hit his second grand slam? Jeremiah Jackson batting. Alexander's on deck. There's a new pitching change. I knew that was coming. So Ryan Thompson will replace him. Baltimore has the momentum. Yeah. Hot dog say we need a hit. Yeah, bases loaded. Bases loaded 4-3, and Jeremiah Jackson, who hit the grand slam last night, is coming up to bat. I'm sorry, on deck was Alexander. I was reading the wrong thing. I was seeing the wrong thing. See what happens when you get old? All right. Can the Orioles hit back-to-back backup games with a comeback? Who knows? While we're doing that, let me give you some scoreboard because the Yankees were losing a few minutes ago. So, Cubs 7, Phillies 3, Washington 5, Pittsburgh 4. God, Angels 6, Yankees nothing, middle of the 7th. Marlins 4, Atlanta 3, Tampa 4, White Sox 3, Milwaukee 3, Toronto 1, Boston losing 5-0 to Minnesota. Cleveland and St. Louis tied 2-2. JJ Kid Dynamite. Houston 4, Colorado 3. Later on tonight, Texas and the Athletics, Seattle at San Diego, Mets at Dodgers. Earlier final today was Detroit beating Kansas City 2-1 and Cincinnati beating San Francisco 2-1. All right, here we go. Jeremiah Jackson, 2 for 3 with a double tonight with the bases loaded. All we need is a single, man. Just give me a single. Give me a double. A bases loaded clearing double. But he had 2 homers last night, and he got 2 more hits tonight. So the kids that's actually hitting. Here we go. This is fun, man. This is going to be fun tonight. There's a pitch. It's a ground ball right at the pitcher. Picks it up, throw to first, and that is it. Out number 3. We go to the top of the 9th. The Orioles trailing 4-3. Wow. 1 pitch. That's all it took. But the game is closer. So 1 more inning. Maybe we win in the bottom of the 9th inning. Who knows, guys? So far, 3 runs, 7 hits for the Orioles, 4 runs, and 9 hits for Arizona D-backs. All right, coming Up to hit for the Arizona, Baker, McCann, and Tim Tawa. McCann, former Oriole, by the way. Listen, if it wasn't for that pickoff at third base, this game would have been tied already. 4-4. Orioles win tonight. Yankees lose. They're in first place, which we are tied in first place, by the way. And it's still early. It's only, 16 game for the season. So this is a 17 game for the Orioles. And listen, it's impressive. It's okay. My man, Garner is ready. Yeah. Well, Garner's struggling tonight, to be honest with you. Sometimes you gotta lay off of pitches, man. But he's good. I mean, Ward is the guy that I want to see. I mean, Ward's the hitting galore here for the Orioles. The last batting average for him was 345. So yeah, ninth inning. Here we go. First pitch from Cano, ball one. Second pitch, right down the pipe, 1-1. Baker is 1 for 3 with a strikeout tonight. Next pitch, swing and a foul back. 1-2 strike. Yeah, every game matters. That is so true. You see, I believe in baseball. You play your division, you win your division, but teams that you have to beat and you got to face. The only thing I don't like about baseball, and maybe you guys disagree with me, it's you facing this interleague stuff. American League versus National League. Man, leave that alone for the World Series. All right, the pitch is way outside, ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. Out number one. A strikeout. Now here's a mound visit. I guess they'll be off at Cano, and here comes McCann. Wow. Nick Rackett places Cano. Why would you put a left-handed pitcher versus a right-handed batter? Can somebody explain that to me? Wow. I guess he knows what he's doing, unless he got injured. But you got Nick Rackett versus McCann, the catcher. That wasn't a good move, but let's see. Be sure when you guys come in, hit the like button and the thumbs up, which that helps a lot for the channel. I really appreciate that, guys. Sometimes people forget to, hey, man, I forgot to hit the thumbs up and like. It's okay. But that helps the channel, boost up the channel a little bit. Hopefully, I can't wait for draft day almost around the corner. So, all right, we're waiting for the pitcher. So, our draft day will be April 23rd at 8 p.m. That's a Thursday night. Once again, I'll be going live that Thursday night, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Hopefully, even Sunday if I have to, but I think it's over in 3 days. Dolphins will draft in the first round, 11th and 30th pick. Can't wait to do it. I can't wait at all, to be honest with you. All right, waiting for the pitcher to come in. All right, first pitch to McCann, way down low, 1 ball and no strike. I just don't get a lefty versus a righty. I don't get that, guys. I really don't. That is not a good matchup. Just to give you guys a heads up. Right, next pitch is way outside, ball two. 2 balls and no strike. Next pitch is way outside. 3 balls and no strike. What in the world, man? By the way, Arizona and the Orioles are out of challenges. Next pitch, strike one. 3 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch, strike two. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Both teams has no challenge. Timeout from the batter, McCann. Next pitch, swing and a foul back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just don't know why. Why would you put a lefty versus a right-hander batter? I don't know. That's kind of weird, guys. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul back. Next pitch, swing, line drive, and that's going to be a base hit. So, a base hit for McCann. I could have tell you that myself, man. Arizona with a runner at first, and you got Tawa, the left fielder, coming to bat. He's 0 for 3 with 2 Ks, 2 strikeouts. Orioles in double play situation here. Next pitch, ball one. That's what you don't need. You don't need to put players on base, man. All right. Yeah, unless he owns it. Yeah, that's true. All right, now this guy's throwing balls. 2 balls and no strike. That's the last thing you want to do. Put some players on base. You already have McCann on base, and you're throwing back-to-back balls. Here comes the pitching coach to the mound. Well, I knew that's going to happen anyhow. I guarantee you, he's telling, "Hey, buddy, throw some strikes, man. We got the bottom of the ninth. We could win this game if you could keep them off the scoreboard." Next pitch, strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Orioles trail 4-3. Top of the ninth. Next pitch, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, you're right. All right, 3-1. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw to second. He's out. Throw to first. He's safe. So it'll be a force out at second base. All right, 2 outs and a runner at first. A pickoff throw at first. He's back. Barosa, the center fielder, 1 for 2 with a double and base on ball. It's on bat. Is he still warming up? No, they changed the pitcher, so it's 4-3. Runners at first. Barroso, the center fielder, is at bat 1-for-2 with a double. Next pitch. Oh my gosh, dude. He hit the guy. Oh boy. Jorge Barrosa hit by a pitch. First and second. They sure can replay this one because there's no challenges. Wow. First and second for the Orioles. Here's the mound visit. Probably another pitching change. Would not doubt it. Vargas is 1-for-4 with a home run and 2 Ks and 3 RBIs. He was the one that gave the Arizona D-backs the lead. So far for Arizona, 4 runs, 10 hits, no error. For the Orioles, 3 runs, 7 hits, no error. Right, here's the pitch. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. They kept the left-hander against the right-hander. Next pitch. It's a foul back. No balls and 2 strikes on Vargas. Man, it'll be a key strikeout here as we go to the bottom of the 9th. All right, here we go. 4-3, Orioles trailing. Top 9. The pitch way down in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch, swing and a foul back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. First and second for the D-backs. Up 4-3. Orioles trailing 4-3. Top 9. Next pitch, swing and a foul back. We'll do it again. Yeah, that's a good one. He's still warming up. I think he should have stayed warming up. All right, here we go. Top 9, Orioles trailing 4-3. The pitch, there's a fly ball deep going back. Colton Cowser back of the wall, and he makes the catch. Full out number 3. So here we go. Bottom 9th, the Orioles trailing 4-3. So this is about to get interesting in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bottom of the 9th, Blazer Alexander, Gunnar Henderson, and Tyler Ward will come to bat for the Orioles. Let me go back in here, and that's going to be my last thing of the game, last inning if we win. Hallelujah. All right, Orioles trail 4-3. We have we have the Cubs up 7-4 with Philadelphia. We have Washington up 5-4 over Pittsburgh. We have the Angels up 7-0 now against the Yankees, top of the 8th, and they got first and second with nobody out. We have Miami up 4-3 in the top of the 8th. He squeezed out in this inning. He did. He did squeeze it out. We have Tampa up 5-3 over the Chi Sox. We have Toronto losing to Milwaukee 3-2. Boston losing 5-0 to Minnesota. Guardians 2, Philadelphia 2, Colorado losing now 7-4 to Houston. And then later on tonight, Texas at the Athletics, Seattle at San Diego, the Mets at the Dodgers. All right. Here we go. New pitcher for Arizona, Sewald, the right-hander, and Alexander, former Arizona D-backs at bat. So you got Alexander, Gunnar Henderson, and Ward coming up for the Orioles in the bottom of the ninth inning. So all we need is base on balls and a walk. Yeah, the Angels are doing pretty well. The Angels have a great team too. Trout is healthier. By the way, the Angels outfielder did something in baseball that's never been done. I forgot the guy's name, and if I remember the game, I'll tell you his name. He took away 3 homers in one game against Seattle. Yeah, they have great pitching. They got great pitching and great hitting too. All right, so here we go. Paul's in, and let's see what happens. Blazer walk, Gunnar kills it. Game's over. Oh boy, ain't that the truth? All right, here we go. First pitch, way up there, ball 1. You said it, walk. Let's see if he does a walk. Imagine hit a home run against his home team. That'd be nice too. All right, Orioles trail 4-3. Bottom 9th. The Orioles with 3 runs, 7 hits. Arizona with 4 runs and 10 hit. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. That was a high heat on Alexander. Next pitch, swing and a foul back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All right, it's called patience at the plate. Patience at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Alexander. By the way, 2 team has no more challenges. This is just straight caused by the umpire. Next pitch, almost hit him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Way up. All right. Wow. Swing and a miss. He strike him out. That ball was way high, man. He shouldn't have swung at that. All right. Here comes Gunnar Henderson. Blaze Alexander strike out. Gunnar Henderson 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts tonight. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. So we need either him to get on board for Ward or Ward get on board for Alonso. Pete Alonso. All right. The pitch way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Orioles trail 4-3. Bottom 9th with 1 out. Alexander just strike out. Okay, here we go. The pitch way outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Even this pitcher from Arizona is pitching wild. But because Alexander's swing and the miss was a high ball. All right, Gunnar Henderson just pop out to third baseman Nolan. That's it. The Orioles are in their last out. So now we need Ward to get on base and former Mets Pete Alonso get the game winner. All right, swing and a miss on Ward. Wow, the Orioles are just swinging at anything, man. Swinging strike. Ward 1 for 4 with a stolen base. Next pitch. This is it. The Orioles lost 4-3. As Taylor grounded out to the pitcher, throw to first. The ball game is over. That is your final score. The Orioles losing 4-3 to Arizona. Here are the final numbers. For Arizona, 4 runs, 10 hits, no error. For the Orioles, 3 runs, 7 hits, no error. Player of the game, of course, was the young guy from Arizona. Now watch this. The Orioles was 1 for 6 with a runner in scoring position tonight. The D-backs was 2 for 8 with runner in scoring position. The loser tonight was Rogers, who allowed 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earns. Cano pitched well, Wolfen pitched well, Garcia pitched well. But unfortunately, hey, it happens. It was a good game. So the Orioles do lose this one. The good thing, the Yankees are losing. And if Tampa Bay wins, we all in a 3-way tie again, I guess. Or Tampa Bay will go up front. So, unfortunately, that happens. That's part of baseball. Orioles do lose. A tough one, but a good pitching matchup. So, they could go back tomorrow and start tomorrow. But anyhow, thank you so much, all you guys that have joined tonight. I'm getting ready for work tomorrow. Thank you so much. Those that enjoyed the baseball game. I mean, it was fun. First time I do it in a while. I hope I can get better at it. I'd rather do football than baseball. Baseball is just too long. Too many changes in the game. But hey, listen, it's about having fun, man. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Thank you. Have a good night, a blessed night. See you guys. Catch you guys next time. And don't forget the draft. Any information out there that I'll give out in baseball, football, any breaking news, check my shorts, please. Thank you so much. Once again, I want to thank Charles. I want to thank Hot Dog. I want to thank everybody that joined the chat. Alina, Tomolina, Alcovale, my God, Star Dust that came in earlier. Everybody that joined the chat, thank you so much. You guys have a blessed night. And listen, see you guys soon. And once again, go Orioles and fins up. Thank you so much.